tablet, but correct it a little bit. I'm not sure what kind of tablet she's using in this drawing, so I'm just going to kind of draw a flat picture frame sort of surface, and she can add details further as she sees fit. No, let's use like purple. Let's use eye-shattering purple. Okay, dokie, so let me turn off the original for just a sec. You're upsetting me, little Wacom tablet. Alright, something to that effect. That's fine. Alright, and then that looks okay. In general, that looks fine. I'd say give her a little bit more, turn off the legs for now. I would give her a little more wrist matter. It's a little thin, so, and considering how big the palm is right here, it looks a little too thin to actually like support that. Now there are characters out there, I just want to say, like if you ever look at a Tim Burton character, I always use him for like wispy. He draws really thin necks and body proportions and like huge trussles on his female characters. But he has a very non-realistic style, so he can get away with convincing the viewer that his anatomy is correct in the world and in the style he's created. This is actually a character from a book I'm doing. But I can see that you've drawn the tear ducts and the cleft above the lip and little details that tell the viewer that this is a slightly more realistic anatomy style. So you don't want to try to get too far off. Sorry, I usually at this stage I don't define fingers too much. Your fingers actually look pretty good, so if you just want to stick with those, they're fine. Yeah, and this would be the other elbow. Okay. So let us clean this all up, and then I will go over facial now. I'm just seeing, correct my own work here. She's still sitting a little faced forward. I like almost like she's like tipping this way, like forward. I would recommend that at the end of the process, just maybe sit her back slightly like this. Like just rotate your entire drawing using the transform tool or what have you. Because sometimes I'm just debating. You can do as you like, but I would sit her back just a pinch, because if you continue your shape, you can kind of see how it feels as though it's sort of going forward too much. Like the base that she's sitting on is at a slight angle. Again, totally up to you. But I'm going to be highly disappointed with you. No. Mama doesn't care that much. Mama just wants you out of the house. Go draw your comic books. Let me just, I'm just going to clean this up a little tiny bit. Sorry, my sketches are very sloppy. I'm hoping that, because you're watching the process of it all, that, you know what? You know what? I think that knee is a little high. Suddenly Mama's very disappointed in herself. Alrighty, so the only thing I did here was I just put a little white behind the legs, but you can turn that layer on and off if you want to look at her base of her torso. Alright, so alrighty, let's real quickly go over facial anatomy and how to put a hat on a character, and then I think we will be done because the hair looks good. Alrighty. Let me just turn this down a teensy tiny bit. Yeah, let's pick a blue for the... Now, this is a very small drawing. Like, it's compressed down to what I assume it's going to be its final size. In the future, when you send me Redlines, please send me larger images. Don't worry, I'm not going to redistribute them or anything like that. I just need them. It's just a little easier to work on it. You can see how pixelated it's becoming at this size. So, also, please keep sending them in. I love looking at them, and it gives me good ideas for what I'm going to talk about. So, please, more. Alrighty, so let's see here. So her brow line would be here. Actually, a little more like this. I'm not really digging this color I picked. Yeah, now you can't even barely see it. Ah, no! Oh my gosh, I saw the... I think my retina's just tore. Anyway, and then... Yeah, this is very hard to work on at this size. Almost looks like I'm drawing lipstick on the character. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make this much bigger. Excellent. I know that her image is very blurry now, but you know what? It's all about me. Okay, so there's the ear. Good ear anatomy. Good cartoony ear anatomy. Okay. So now my lines are a little faded, but that's alright. So let's do the brow line again. So that means this is where one eye socket is, and this is where the other is. Right about there. So the nose looks okay. This would be like the shadow. I usually tend to draw a shadow underneath. The mouth is a little like wobbly, I would say. Like it sort of curves up here, down here, and then back up here. Now that my opinion is that it's just my opinion, So I would tuck that up a little more. I think she's supposed to be doing kind of like a nefarious, sort of wacky grin. I would just tuck that up a little more. No real reason why. I think it just looks a little nicer. And then this would be the front of her teeth, like wrapping around. And this would be kind of like the inside of the other cheek. Now, when I have a character that's like really smiling, what I like to do is actually draw kind of like where the back of the teeth would be. Sort of. Technically, you wouldn't be able to see that far back, so I guess this could be considered sort of like a shadow cast, like a pocket cast on the cheek, the cheekal region. Just giving that a little depth. Yeah, better eraser. There we go. Well, my dog's having a dream. Run, doggy, run. She said, Mama, why are we up so early? This is ridiculous. Okay, so this will be the eyeball. I like the way she's drawing these eyes. Also, I think one of the requirements I'm going to have now for Redline Tuesdays is if you've preferred pronoun, can you tell it to me? Like if you prefer he, she, z, they, them, whatever. Let me know, because generally I'm just going to call everybody a girl because I'm a girl and everybody should be a girl. No, because I just don't know. I can't tell from your username, self-portraits, anything like that. Anything about what you would prefer to be called, and I'm not going to go to your blog and check just because I don't have the time. So please, 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 if you have a preferred pronoun and you feel that I will be mistaken, tell me, because I'll do it. I'll come to your house in the night and breathe over top of you. Alright, now, I actually drew the eyeball without even thinking. Or not the eyeball, the pupil. The iris. That colorful, beautiful part of your eye. So, man, I really like those lids a lot. I like it. Okay, so let me just... Alright, so I'm going to assume that she is supposed to be looking at the tablet. I'm not positive though. So the tablet is... Now this is going to look like a lizard eye. It's going to look a little reptoidish for a minute here. I like to draw little crosshairs to kind of position my eyes and make sure that characters are looking down, so, or wherever I'd like them to look. Actually, I think this eye could be set just a little further back, maybe. Just a teens. Just a smidgeroo. Also, I'm thinking about doing a red line of one of my own drawings, like a very old drawing that I haven't looked at in a long time. Let me know what you think about that. Go and put a comment down right now. Okay, just very general. Skull. Remember, a skull is a circle with the sides cut off. So like that, with a paper mask in the front. Kind of. Sorta. Okay, it's not that at all. I'm sorry, I've lied this whole time. No, it's that. So, that's pretty good. Okay, so how to do hats. Go to Google SketchUp and find a model of a hat and put it on your character. No. It's not how we do that. That's how I do it. No. I can't decide what color I want. Alright. So, she's gonna kind of look like she has an open brain cavity here. Ignore that. Now, I'm assuming she wears a fedora. Which, oh, and I forgot she has glasses. Okay, I'll go over that in a second. I actually wear a fedora. And, is that a fedora? Yeah, I think, 'cause it has like the lip on the side, I think. Mama, I don't know what it is. So the way you would do this is fedoras have like a high part. I'm exaggerating. They have a high part in the front, a low part, and then a lip, sort of like that. Now, I'm actually not like the hat expert here, so I would recommend Googling some references. So I'm just going to kind of do the best I can here. There's this artist. I'm trying to think of their name. They always drew like the most gorgeous hats. And I would always go and look at their work. I want to say Spoon was in their name. But I would say something like that would look okay. Now I'm at this point in my artistic career where like if something doesn't look right, I can't think about anything. Hey, little spider! A little spider just came down from my screen. But what I was saying is I'm so anal about the way things look now in my drawings. Like they have to be pretty spot on, or else I'm up all night and I'm just like, why couldn't I get that fedora right or whatever? But so I would always recommend looking up references to these things. That's how I got where I am today. So there you go. Oops. So now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to delete that. And I'll just sort of not do that. I'll connect her neck right there. Okay, and glasses. We'll do those real quick. And I think we'll be good to go. Let me just drop all these bits and pieces into a folder. We'll call this Redline. And we'll put all these in this so I can quickly look at this. If you would like me to do clothing, could I do clothing? I'm thinking this might be a 3-part Redline Tuesday. I've got so much to say. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Okay, this little spider gotta go. I'm not killing him, I'm just moving him. Never mind, I think I killed him. Anyway, so oopsie doopsie.